Okay, so let's get started as wow, January is coming to an end in 2025. And I wanted to talk a little bit about, and I'll go in for some of you that are new, a little bit about the anchoring light and what it is that we do here. Well, let me do that first. So, first of all, the anchoring light has been going on for over 18 years, every Monday without fail. And I look back at that, I'm like, oh my gosh, it started actually July 16th of 2007, 777. So, and even when I've traveled like years back before the technology we have now, if it wasn't a rare occasion that I couldn't be here, they played on a CD. Remember those, the CDs? Okay, somebody was here and yeah, that's right. So, but now because it's technology, if I travel someplace, I've done the anchoring light from Mount Shasta, I've done it from Sedona, and have done it from other places. So, but there has never not been a Monday that it was not done, including those times of weather issues. And I would always say, if you're concerned about the weather, okay, come here to the anchoring light on a Monday for sure. Nothing is going to happen because I've seen literally the skies open up, it's clear, and anything, it's of a Monday evening for the anchor light, whatever happens, it clears that. And in all the hurricanes that we have had here, this building has not been touched at all. So we're very, very blessed. We've been here so many years, absolutely 100%. And let's see where this anchoring light is going to go, because this past weekend, a number of things happened. We did have the Sophia Code, and that is a group of people that have done this. That's working with the divine feminine ascended masters such as uh, Hathor and Isis, Green Tara, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Kuan Yin, and our last one was White Buffalo woman. And I want to show these red roses over here. Maybe I want to show these guys over here, the red roses. These last like for we had with Kuan Yin, and like they last 2.5 weeks vibrantly. And when I took down the one from Kuan Yin, those roses, new growth was coming out of it. I was like, oh my gosh, it's just so when I talk about the life force being very, very strong, and this portal being very, very strong, this portal of light, absolutely 100%, because even the plant kingdom, the roses are phenomenal. They just don't wither. So we had the Sophia Code here, a very powerful ceremony with the pipe, what is known as the chanupa, and passed around the chanupa. So that was an energy that was here. But also what was here yesterday, as some of you know, was Dixon violin. And this place was packed and was just an amazing musician. And he has a whole story behind how he got into all of this. He was a nerd and, but he did classical music. And then he had this whole like, revelation. And so he goes literally around the world and he plays in the moment. So no two concert is exactly the same because it's whatever's coming in the energetics from the crowd is what's being created in that moment. His message is so uplifting. His message, he talks of his own story and speaks to everybody else and plays the music. So we had 2 shows here last night and it was amazing. So if you want to get a little bit about who he is and his music, which is I don't know, I was all over the stratosphere with the music. But you could see it on the Cosmic Center Facebook page. So we have some, you want to hear his music. It's just a phenomenal experience. It'll no, not on YouTube. No, not on YouTube. Right, right. We don't do that on YouTube, but on this, but it is on Facebook. It is, yeah, it is on Facebook. So anyway, before we get started, what we have traditionally done is we always have a chat from the very beginning. It was just a natural thing that before we went into, this transmission meditation, people just naturally were just to talk and that kind of energy. It was almost like the beginning of that. And so we've, even though we are now post-COVID. things have changed now online and in person, we still kind of consider that. So there's a little chat before, and then we actually do start the transmission meditation. So there are some new people here, so just want to go in a little bit more as to what that is. So as mentioned, this started, and this is also like for everybody, because there are many people now being called to do the next level service, whatever that is, whoever you are, wherever you find yourself. And a lot of times you're like, wow, me? What? Who am I? Me? I should do that? Okay, this is to change that whole paradigm. Okay, because what started with the anchoring light was the idea, and this happens to all of us, hey, something needs to be done. I have an impression, I have a sense or a feeling I should do this, or a thought comes into your mind that, I wonder if I, could I, should I wonder who's going to do that. Then you turn around to look to see who's going to do it, and there's no one. So it's you. Who, me? Yeah, you. And that's for everybody right here, right now. Yeah, you. Yeah, but that no you. But this time in my life, no you. Okay. And it requires, well, I thought I needed to be no, you in the now, in the internal now, you in this moment. Right. And so we can say there's a part of it that says, yes, go, get past your fear, get past that. And I will tell you from the beginning, I was like, I was talking to somebody, I had some real self-esteem issues, and I was chronically shy as a kid. People said, oh, get out of here. You shy? Oh, yeah. And a new level of shyness is coming up with a new directive for me personally, that I'm like, I'm scared. But I know I have to get beyond that. But all of us have those juncture points. It's it, what do I do now? What is my next step? And the next step that says, I'm a little uneasy, I'm a little scared about it. I don't know. Am I worthy enough? And all the programs that come in. You didn't do this when you were a kid. Your parents, blah, blah, blah. Da, 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 da. Remember little Joey, blah, blah, blah. Remember what he said about you? Remember that teacher? All of that comes in. And you just have to go ahead and release all of that, come back into your authentic self, your higher self, okay, and follow that guidance. And what I did for years that was very helpful for me, when the chatter started coming in, I'd go, shh. I literally went, shh, 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 so I didn't have to do shh anymore. I got that into an understanding. And every now and again, you go back into that. But if you're being called because there's no one like us to do what we've come here to do. That's the key. I can't do what you do. You can't do what I do. We work together as a collective for the collective ascension and blessing of this earth and all of her life. Everybody has their unique puzzle piece that needs to be clicked in to the larger ascended picture of what we're trying to bring in, which is a golden age. What about a world of peace? Yeah, not the beauty pageant one that says, yes, and we pray for world peace. That's not, no, we're serious. We're serious about the world peace, okay? And I would say, and just about everybody in the true essence of themselves, hearts dreaming, whether you're a light worker or not a light worker, but just about every human being, their heart's dreaming is peace, is peace. So what's not causing the peace? And that's when we start the rabbit hole, investigate who am I? Why am I here? Okay, and for most certainly, if you're hearing these words, if you're interested and you're here right now, this moment, then you are following a soul pulse that's pushing you towards something, pushing to bring in the higher parts of yourself, even as you walk this earth plane. One of the key factors that has become more and more clear, and we're all on our journey, we're all like, I'm not sure, we're all kind of like, I'm nervous, or I don't think I can do it, or the self-esteem issues, or wherever all this stuff that's coming and all the chatter, okay, is that if we sincerely say help, because we're not by ourselves, then not only the higher parts of ourselves, the Ami Shaddai, the family of light, the angelic realms, the radiant ones, the saints, there's so many ancestors, they come in. We're in a world of choice. You have to invite them in. Help me, guide me. I have an open door policy. Please come on. all the time. All the time I'm asking for the heart and support. And certain times I have like, oh my gosh, everybody gets to that point. What's this world all about? We're just trying this so hard. It seems like nothing is happening. Or you have to deal with humans. That's part of the course. We're here dealing with humans, all right? And all of that, that's encompassed with that. And then I'll just get like a picture of a heart just comes into my mind, and I know, okay, that is the angelic, the ascended masters, the family of light saying, we know, we're here, keep on keeping on, and take this time to heal, heal, heal. Not only when you heal yourself and you go beyond making known the unknown. Okay, not only you doing this for yourself, you're doing it for your entire lineage. Do you know how much healing is involved? This is nothing compared to us, but we bring in all of the woundedness. Have you not seen this world and its history? There's a lot of healing that needs to be done. There's some answers to praying. I hope one of my descendants is going to go ahead and stop this pattern of trauma in the family lineage. Guess who's going to do that? Us. We're the ones. Generally, you might be the black sheep. Generally, you might be the odd one out. I don't know. He's crazy. She's crazy. I don't know. They're strange, don't you think? And I always tell millennials, the Gen Zs, the Gen Xs, I always say, you're not crazy. The world is crazy. The world is crazy. You're good. Then that takes you down to deeper levels, deeper understanding. And then you begin to understand that I'm not limited to this physical world. There's so much more going on. And yeah, we are in a matrix. We're in a vibrational matrix where there's a higher vibration trying to come through, which Jesus Christ and other avatars of light that has said, wow, that's miraculous. I said, no, what you could do, what I do, you can do and more if you knew who you truly are. Everybody else in the multiverse knows who we are except us. Everybody was saying, hey, can we have some of your DNA? Hey, can I have some of those emotions you have? We're a big deal in the multiverse. I'm like, wow. And we are so prized because they're like, they came in, these light workers, and were willing to have their memory wiped out to come into this matrix, okay, of literally darkness. Sanat Kumara had to come in 3 times to light the flame of light over here. This has been a rough, not the easiest place. And to be willing to come in and to try to remember who you are and that you're here to do something and to make a difference. The fact that you could walk a straight line. Bravo. Bravo. There are many who get caught up in that wheel of karma over and over and over again. You're like saying, I think this should be more. Okay, how many times are you going to incarnate? How many times are you going to have? How many lifetimes does it take? Well, I'm here to say that for many, 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 we are at a very special time. Now, I know about years back, the world's going to end, all of that stuff, but that was like wolf, but no, this is real. It's like, no, really, there is, and everybody senses and knows it. Everybody, if the regular people out there, you don't have to be necessarily a star seed or waking light worker. No, everybody senses that there's some big shift that's coming into our global experience. Everybody does. And it's the reason why everybody senses because there is. We're getting ready to quantum into another dynamic. Now, we are in a world of choice, that we're in a universe of choice. Okay, so we as powerful co-creators, which we have to remember who we are, many times in this transmission, okay, they have said it is the children of light upon the earth that are the greatest alchemists, that you could come into a physical body, okay, of this density and be able to transmute, transform, and transcend like the violet flame. Like Saint Germain's talked about, this is now the time of the violet flame, the transformation to go from this duality, war, suffering, the whole 9 yards, to take that and quantum into the oneness, peace, perfect balance. Huge diversity in understanding that it's all one. That's a big leap from here to here. And they said it's the children of light upon the earth. They're going to be able to do it, but we're not by ourselves. Guess what? We play a key role. But there's many, 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 many other beings. Okay, now, newsflash, now for most people, I'm sure this is not the case, new news, but we're not the only ones in the multiverse. I hope everybody is aware of that we're not the only one in the multiverse. And so we are one among many, many, many beings that have come here because their capacity to hold unconditional love in a higher heart of compassion and to be able to be of service, higher service. And it's that soul pulse that pulls you to seeking and knocking and seeking because you play an important role. So, hi, Mary from Dallas. So good to see you, Mary from Dallas. Yay. Okay. And anyway, the other thing that one other thing that I was going to talk about really quick. Let me know if this is happening to you too. But I feel like I don't know. I feel like and I spoke to other people like I can't remember time or people's names for that matter. It's like Reverend Robin. I was introducing somebody to Reverend Robin, and I forgot, and in midstream, I forgot Reverend Robin's name. Oh, no. I felt like I just traveled somewhere and I had to get back. I'm like, where am I now? So I don't know, everybody feels kind of discombobulated in their brain. I'm going to tell you what I think is going on, at least from my experience. What I think is going on, you know, that time when you see the experiment where they put, the salt in the water and they put the tone and, the word creates. That's why we do the mantras. That's why we do the names of God, because sound creates, right? So they had that experiment where they, have a sound and it goes through the water and you see the geometries. Now, when they have a different sound or the higher frequency, the more complex the geometry is. I feel this was happening for a lot of people. Everybody, as Bob Marley says, you can't stop the tide. The whole ascension is happening, whether you're on board or not. It's happening. Okay, so my recommendation: get your surfboard and go with the wave. That's what I'm going to say. Don't go, just go on and do your particular thing that you do. But what I feel is happening for a lot of people now, and anchoring like to talk about now, we're into a new quantum. We've flipped into a new, and there's many different levels to that, is that we're now changing from one quantum to another. And just like how you have the experiment with the water and the salt or whatever it is they put in it, they put the tone and it has a geometry. Just when it's getting to change to a new complex geometry, there's that period of like no man's land. There's that period of chaos. There's that of discombobulation. I feel for sure I'm in that, and I think other people are in that discombobulated period for the moment. Like I'm trying to find myself. Where am I? And I just feel that that's because we're now into this next level of coming into our own. And that means, our psychic abilities are going to come online. Our intuition is going to be that much stronger. Your sense of knowingness is going to come. And more importantly, more and most important, you start to remembering who you are, the power you hold, and you're here to hold a higher lot of compassion and unconditional love. And no, it's not acceptable to go ahead and do things that's against, okay, the divine sacred laws. No, it's not good. It's not good to torture. It's not good to oppress. Okay. And really, there's enough resources on the planet. Nobody has to starve. What's this imbalance that somebody has so much money they can burn it, and there's some child there starving to death? Who designed that? Don't we think we should start asking who designed that? Well, as you go down the rabbit hole, you understand that there's more going on other levels. And guess what? That's what we need to be awakened to. And that's what we need to do to hold the light and move forward and make known the unknown.